Hi Year 4 and welcome to your maths for today. I hope you found the maths over the last couple of days okay and that you've been working on your Roman numerals and your rounding and hopefully you're feeling a bit more confident with that now. Okay, so today we're having a bit of a recap on our addition and subtraction, just making sure that we keep working away at these and keep being very accurate with them and using our columns properly. So I'm going to show you and remind you about the methods that we're using, and it might be useful for your grown-ups to see as well. And then we'll have a quick look at the My Maths activity that's linked with it that you can do afterwards. Okay, here we go. So let's do a calculation then, and we will think about a 4-digit number because we're year 4, so we use 4-digit numbers. So let's have 4,329, and I am going to add 2,546. There we go. Okay. So if I'm setting out my columns, if you'd like to, you can set out your column names. So thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. You can draw your lines if you want to, but you don't have to at all. But it is worth you working these out on a piece of paper. You've got your science books, so go ahead and use those, use the paper in those to show you're working out. It's good practice. It doesn't matter with addition which way around the numbers go, but it's good practice to always put the biggest number first. You're not going to make any mistakes if you do that then. So I've got 4,000 in the thousands column, the 300 in the hundreds column, 20 in my tens, and the 9 in my ones. Okay. And our addition sign is going here. And I've got 2,546. Now it's very important that you copy the numbers that are there, because if you copy a different number and you put 64 instead of 46, your answer will be wrong and it will be very frustrating because you've done all the hard work and you've put the wrong numbers in. Okay, we need to show our equals signs. So there they go. Into place, and get my pen back. So first thing I'm going to do, I'll change my coloured pen so it's easy for you guys to see. 9 add 6. Quickest way of doing this is to pinch 1 from the 6 to make 10, and then you're left with 5. So you've got 10 and 5, 15. So my 5 goes into my ones column, but my 10 from the 15 has to be exchanged over. So it's going to go below here so that I can add it into my tens column. Don't forget it. It's really important you remember it's there. I sometimes get my class to circle it so that they don't forget it. Okay, so change colour again. This time 2 add 4. Well, if you're counting in twos, easy to do. 4 and 2, 6. Don't forget that 1. 7. So that goes in. This time, no exchange, nothing to carry because it just made 7. So 70. And it's fine in the 70, in the tens column. Okay, over to my hundreds now. Change colour again. There we go. Purple this time. Right, okay, so in my hundreds column, I've got 3 hundreds and 5 hundreds. 3 and 5 is 8. Ooh, hang on, what have I done with my pen? Is, oh, I've got the rubber pressed. Oh. Still got my rubber. Move on to my finger. There we go. So, oh. There we go. 8. And finally, 4 add 2 is 6. So the answer is 6,875. I only had one exchange to do there, so that was a pretty easy one. But remember, your exchanges need to go underneath here so that you don't forget them. When you look at the My Maths, it actually shows them going underneath here. The problem is they can be forgotten there. If they're in our shopping list of numbers, then it's the best place to put them there. So please, when you're working out, stick to our method of doing it and put them underneath here for when you're exchanging so that you don't forget to add them on. Okay, that's your addition. So have a quick look at the My Maths. Here we go. So the homework, this will be your homework, more written methods, column addition with thousands. You can use this working out box if you'd like to, but as I said, they have their exchange underneath. The problem is they're easy to forget. So what I'd rather you do, please, is use your science book, use the paper in there to work these out. Okay, so you'll work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions out, and at the end you can mark it and see how you've done. And then there's a word problem. In a sponsored swim, George swims 1,242 meters and Gurpreet swims 1,379 meters. How far did they swim all together? Whenever you hear that word all together, you know it's an addition because you are putting those numbers all together. So this is another one that you can work out in your book and get the answer written in there and then mark it. Okay, right, we're going to go back to here now because we are going to look at some subtraction. Okay, here we go. See if my pen's working. Okay, so let's have 9,000, not still. Okay, use 9,205. Okay, and we're going to take away 3,741. Okay, there we go. Move this out of the way. Okay, so again, you can set out your columns with your 1,000, your 100, your 10, and your 1. You don't have to put your headings if you feel confident with this. Always biggest number first with subtraction. So 9,000 in the thousands, 200 in the hundreds, no tens, but you have to show there's no tens, and 5 ones. Subtraction sign here, make sure you put it, and then you know that you are subtracting. If you add here, you will be wrong. 3,741. 3,741. Okay, as usual, we are going to put in our equals signs, our lines. Just going to leave a little bit of space to put my exchanges if there are any. Okay, and here we go. So with subtraction, we have to be super careful. Here, this is fine. 5, take away 1. If I've got 5 buns, I can take 1 away and I will end up with 4. No problems there. As soon as I go into my tens, though, I've got no tens here and I need to take 4 away. So I've got 0, take away 4. I can't do that. I can't just swap it around and think, oh, well, I'll just do 4, take away 0 and put 4 in there. It won't work. You've got to make sure now you exchange. So I'm going to go next door to the hundreds and I'm going to exchange from there. I'm going to cross through the 200. That will now become 100. And I'm going to exchange over that 100 into there. So I've actually got 10 tens now, which is 100. So 10, take away 4, think about your number bonds, is 6. There we go. Right, let's have a look at what's happening next. So I've got 100 and I want to take 700s. I can't do it. I cannot switch it around and do 7, take away 1. I have to exchange again. So I'm going to go to my thousands and I'm going to take one of the thousands from the 9,000. So I'll be left with 8,000 and my 1 carries over to here. So I've now got 11 and 11, take away 7. Quickest way to do is just count from 7 up to 11. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you are left with 4. And finally, final part to do, 8, take away 3 is 5. So your answer is 5,464. Okay, no problems there. We're ready to go on to My Maths and have a little look. So Question 2 are your subtraction questions. Again, there is a digital box for you to use here, but it'd be quite tricky to use. I would rather please that you use your paper in your science book. You've got, again, 5 questions to work out. When you've worked those out, then you've got a quick word problem here. The profit from the school play goes to a local charity. Mrs. Kent sold tickets worth £3,807, but props and costumes cost £1,929. How much money was left for charity? So you need to do your subtraction. Biggest number subtracting the smaller number, and work it out. Use a pen and paper and put your answer in the box and then mark it. Once you're done, you can then let us know how you feel about it. Give it a smile, give it a straight line, and we'll have a look and we'll be able to tell from that whether we need to do a little bit more work on our methods or whether you feel confident to move on. Okay, there we go. And I look forward to speaking to you again tomorrow. Bye.